Yo, the opinions and views expressed in this podcast are that of our own and Future Bachelor podcast only, and not affiliated with any other party or entity. This fun podcast may include some adult language.
Future Bachelor Podcast. Yeah, Future Bachelor, welcome to the show. My name is Sai. Hey, what's your name?
It's me.
It's me, the X. Shout out to the X. Natasha's in the building, and we also got...
We got Felicia Wong in the house.
Okay, yeah. And this is episode 86. Podcast Virgin in the house. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, welcome to this special episode of Future Bachelor on the road. It's been a crazy week for your boy, but we're doing it. I got my friends here, and they're here in a clutch because I needed some co-hosts. So, guys, how's everything going? How are you guys? How you doing? Felicia, how does it feel to be on a podcast?
Wow, I'm actually really excited.
Are you? You sound excited.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited. I'm trying to be calm.
I'm really excited.
Cool.
My face already hurts from smiling.
Already? Jesus. It was one song.
Hey, I mean, I think podcasts are super cool. I'm really late in the game, but
Okay.
I'm really pumped.
You sound like a podcaster, though, right now. You're like, I'm real late in the game, pumped.
I'm trying to be sexy.
Yo, okay. I feel you.
Everyone's been their radio voice, but I don't have one. It's just annoying 24/7.
I see it in Ikea.
Well, guys, this is going to be an unconventional episode. We're going to be all over the place. I guess let's start with how's your guys' last week been? It's been nice to see you guys. I saw you guys yesterday. Maybe I'll start with my week.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
I mean, last week was my birthday. We had that birthday episode for me. And then I came to Orlando for a project for work for the company. That you guys actually work for the company as well. That's what we call the company on this show.
Got it.
We're doing air quotes a lot. But
Right.
but essentially, I came down here, I drove, because I had a flight that I ended up like not even going on because they needed me to be down here for a week and I had too much stuff to bring. Like, you guys see what I bring for just a podcast. They need me to make a TV show. So I drove down. And then the next morning, I was, like, in the shower at, like, 9:30 in the morning. And then my brother-in-law, Victor, pops in. And he's like, she's having the baby. And he's talking about my sister. And my sister's been in the hospital, like, you know, on bed rest and stuff. And they ended up having to bring her in for emergency surgery to have the baby. And, you know, he was supposed to be born in January, but he came November 8th, 3 days after my birthday.
Wow.
So it was a lot.
I text Sai with like the monkey emoji with like the hands over the eyes because I'm like, oh god, like another Scorpio.
Yep. I mean, all I needed was him to be like within my range, and like this kid is gonna be like a clone of me. So that was really exciting. You know, we're still like, you know, dealing, you know, with the fact that he was, you know, premature and stuff, but he's healthy. My sister's doing a lot better and stuff now. You know.
Congrats, Pamela, Victor.
Yeah, congratulations to
Yes.
Pamela and Victor.
Welcome, baby Landon.
We'll give a... The kids love the kids. But yeah, on a not so brighter note, the next day, my favorite uncle passed away. And it's just been like a really crazy like weekend for my family. Like we had to go.
Rollercoaster.
Yeah, we you know, went from, you know, celebrating and being thankful to, you know, I'd gone golfing the next morning with Victor. We took him like early golfing and stuff, and then I got back and my mom was like, you know, he had this massive heart attack and he ended up passing away very quickly. And you met him, you know what I'm saying?
Super nice guy. There's paintings that he did himself all over the house. Very talented. Very loved. He actually lives like down the street from me.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he lived around the corner. So yeah, it's been crazy. I've been the last weekend I was just kind of like trying to be there for my family and stuff, and then Monday came around and I kind of like woke up like I wanted to do a post for him. I don't usually do like the whole like someone died post and stuff, but like it's just like, you know, sometimes you just want people to just know, like, you know.
Yeah.
You know, you just want people to just like, even if they never again, like they just like that second they read it, they like they knew of him. And it was also Veterans Day. So like, you know, he served in Vietnam, and you know, it was just, you know, it felt appropriate. But like when I put the post out, like for literally another hour, I was crying. I was crying a lot. I finally got to like, feel it. And like Victor came home, and I was just like, I just completely like lost it and stuff. And you know, last week when it was like my birthday, me and you were talking, Natasha, and you were telling me that my best friend was going to be here. And the funny part was it was my birthday. So I was like, who's my best friend? Which is a sad question to ask on your birthday, right?
I said it rhymes with Marley Ruth.
Marley Ruth. And I was like, no way! Holy crap. You guys work for a radio station here in Orlando, the one I used to work for here. And yeah, I mean, if you know me or if you listen to this podcast, you know how much I like Charlie Puth, and he was going to be in town.
So... Yeah. So I mentioned that he'd be in town for work, and I'm like, shit, I have to tell him. He's going to be here the same day. He has to come in for this. So, yeah.
That was super special. Yesterday, this will be on Monday, and it was crazy. Like, I walked in, and I said hi to you, right? And then I go and say hi to my friend Johnny, who does, like, promo.
No, I was surprised. So Johnny recognized you first. You said hi to him, and then immediately after you noticed Charlie Puth, and you like got
no, I didn't notice him. I didn't.
You introduced yourself, and then you spotted me, and you were like, "Oh, excuse me, I have to go say hi to someone."
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I can't believe he just like skipped over his opportunity to schmooze with his dude to say hi to me. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you guys know this though, but this is Natasha. You know what I'm saying? No.
The X in the house.
Shout out to the X.
So stupid.
No, I know. But honestly, I was thinking about it, and because like that's like I've been around people before. Like this is like I've done this.
We've met a ton of artists.
Right.
Yeah.
And like that's one that I would fangirl about. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you did.
And but luckily you were there to make me. It was grounding me. I was like, gotta be cool. Gotta be cool.
I was like, whoa.
The funny part is I wasn't being cool for Charlie. I was being cool for Natasha. I was like, be cool. Your ex is here. Like, don't be fangirling over a dude in front of her. She never sees you.
No, the funny part was he was just trying to show Felicia how he was like being cool and like shook Charlie Puth's hand, and I was like, no, false.
You sides to every story.
No. Here's two sides.
Hey man, what's up? And I was like, oh no, you like clapped your hands and then you like threw your shoulder.
It was Chucky Puth. Why with you? I'm just saying.
Man.
That's why we had to start it off with some Chucky Puth and Selena Gomez.
Who calls him Chucky Puth?
I do.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Who calls him Chucky Puth? I don't know.
Besides you.
I thought I made it up. I was actually considering getting the T-shirt like that, but that would have been too much, I think. I don't know if anyone would have called him Chucky Puth, though. Like,
I don't think so.
Okay. I think I did good. I did the best I could. Either way, that was an awesome performance. He got to perform 3 songs in front of us.
Yeah.
That our opening song was the first one he did, and then he did Hooray. It was that one. We don't talk anymore. And then he did Attention. Mm-hmm. Oh, he did Mother.
Yes.
No.
Or How Long? No, he did Mother, and then he did How Long.
Yeah.
So,
I know. I wanted him to play Cheating on You.
I wanted him to do I Warned Myself, but I don't know how you do that or like on just a keyboard, but I'm sure he would have figured out a way.
He was so good. Like every note he sang was like perfection.
It's crazy.
Insane.
I feel like he ran through like how he thinks about his music in front of everybody. So
No,
it's
you could
really
see- yeah.
authentic.
He was like calculating in his mind, like naming like the notes, and then like you can see he's like looks like Einstein, like
Right.
you know.
Well, he reminds me of me, like where like you start thinking on things and you go off on tangents, and like and by the time you're there, you're like, what were we talking about?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think everyone really connected with him because he was so human in that
Right.
moment. Like he
Right.
caught himself several times being like, "Oh God."
And he literally like shakes his head to get out of it. He's like,
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I did it again." I'm like talking to myself, and like
You wanted a
everyone's
one-word
watching
answer,
me.
didn't you?
Yeah,
Well, he
super
doesn't-
nice.
He doesn't categorize himself as like cool guy. He's like, I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
Well, he was telling the story of how, like, when he first got in the game, when you're dating people like Selena Gomez, you think you have to be like a Justin Bieber or something.
Yeah.
And that's just not what he is. I mean, nowadays, I feel like he's a lot more LA, you know what I'm saying? He's kind of like, everyone, like, wears big clothes and stuff and, like, rock shirts and stuff, but...
Do you remember that
wears
super
loafers.
embarrassing? Okay, also, I noticed he walked in with, like, white pants, white socks, and those loafers, and I was like, what's happening?
Yeah.
But anyways, do you remember that super embarrassing performance he had with Meghan Trainor? Like, didn't they like kiss or something? And, do you remember that? Oh my gosh! Please.
Well, I gotta look it up. It guys
look
YouTube
it up because it's pretty like.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, it was incredible. And he is like really talented. It's crazy when like, cause I'd make music obviously. And like people are like, Sai, you're so talented. But then when you see it like really live, like not video, like it's just like his voice and him playing, you're just like, damn, he's so good.
No, like, so I was there for like a while before he got there.
Oh, he's doing like mic check
when
and
he
stuff?
was doing sound check, he literally was like, on the keyboard. He's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm like, what? That's it? You're good? Like, okay.
That's how you know that he's just like truly a talent. And it was amazing to meet him. He was super nice. I told him I just gotten a ticket to Music Midtown just to see him. Really, it was like people like Lizzo and all these different people were there. No, I'm there to see Charlie Puth. It set it off. And he was like, you know, that was like my first like festival, right? And I was like, that's the only time. I was like
so jazzed.
Yo, he was jazzing. I was there. I was like, dude, you killed it, dude. You killed it on that guitar, dude. He had a guitar. He was like, dude, I was like. Me and him were vibing. It was, well, anyways.
So basically you're best friends now.
Yeah, now me and Chucky are best friends. He told me I could call him Chucky, too.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, it didn't happen. But,
That's what I say.
yeah, no. But essentially, Natasha won my birthday, you know, with the Chucky Puth. I have to admit, though, like, my friends that threw me a surprise party last week, like,
that's pretty cool.
Well, that was really cool. It was
really
Back to the Future
sweet.
themed and stuff. But my friend, Chef John Mark, he was like, I'm not gonna lie, because like me and him love each other, man. He was like, he's like, he called and see like how much Chucky Puth would cost to sing Happy Birthday, fly him to Atlanta and sing Happy Birthday.
Oh my god,
that's how much I like Charlie Puth.
Did he give you a price of how much?
Yeah, it's 6 figures.
Okay, nah.
Well,
I
ironically,
told him that. Be
what?
like, you almost sang at my birthday party, but we're poor. So
No. That would have been too much. That would have been too much. He's like, wait, you were like willing to pay 6 figures for me to come sing Happy Birthday to you? I was like, no. Yeah. But so anyways, it's just been a crazy week, like couple weeks, like since I've been getting back from San Diego and stuff. So I really appreciated that. Thank you for inviting me.
Of course.
I wasn't like everybody got to go. Felicia, you were there, which like I was like, damn, it would be kind of cool to invite Felicia on the show too. So the 3 of us and stuff.
I'm honored.
Felicia is is I swear to God, I don't know how to describe you, but like you are a lot of energy. You're always fun. You're always laughing. Thanks. You bring it.
She can fit in your pocket.
Right, she can fit in your pocket.
Literally.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna kind of have fun on this show today, so we might go all over the place. I will off the bat say that Veronica had a check-in that she had sent me, but we've been running a little late today, and I didn't get a chance to do that. So Veronica, I'm sorry, but she had a great weekend. She went to a wedding. All her friends, like were just loving on each other and stuff. She said she had just one of those amazing weekends where you
she
just
has
like
so many friends.
Yeah, she's like the female version of me. Like literally, seriously.
That's
like
a good explanation.
well,
Good for her.
Yeah. No, but I'll say I'm the male version of her or something. But I'm older, so I can say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So we miss you, V, and we'll see you next week when I'm back in Atlanta. But regardless, why don't we catch a flight to some, I don't know, quick hits? Yo, Nada or Natasha, what do we got? What do we got for some quick hits?
Okay, so first up we have Kanye West set to speak at Joel Osteen's church this weekend.
Did you guys listen to the new Jesus is King album?
Sure haven't.
Sure haven't, huh?
Nope.
Did you listen?
Well, so my coworker Kaylee, she is obsessed. Like, I guess he had a video released in the theaters. It's only like 30 minutes long, 45 minutes long. So she attended it, and she says it's amazing. Like, he is a genius.
Yeah, I actually wish I could have seen that. Apparently, Kanye like had teamed up with IMAX. Like IMAX is trying, like everybody's trying to like go outside the box of what they used to do. So IMAX, your movies like experience. Now they're partnering with artists to do like a whole music experience. Trying to see how they can still make money. In unconventional ways, and that was one of them. So,
so what was like the premise of the movie? It's just like behind the scenes.
Yeah, I mean, she would probably know more than I would.
Yeah, so basically, Kanye kind of revamps songs, but, implements
right, like it'll be like an old Aaliyah song, and he like makes it kind of gospel-y.
Yes,
like, you might take out the
exactly.
sex stuff and replace it with God stuff.
Right.
Now, is that just an example of like the style? Like, literally, he took an Aaliyah song.
Yeah, no, I think that was
really?
one. Yeah, so
Okay.
He
they'll do
revamps
that.
the songs, like their natural beats and all that stuff, but revamps the words. For
Well,
them.
how do you guys feel about the like someone like a Joel Osteen, like his mega church thing? You know, these mega churches are crazy nowadays, and people are feeling like, you know, just like rich people capitalizing on poor people with religion to make more money, and it just seems like two powerhouse people are about to team up and do that. I mean, are you Felicia? Are you religious?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. I'm not, so I kind of have like a skewed opinion, I guess, on church in general. It all seems very like cult-like to me in a way, especially when you say mega church. That's like you're building a cult following.
But what are you supposed to say? Like, the thing is like the size of like Barclays, you know what I'm saying? Like Madison Square Garden, and like you're just like having a Sunday service, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to me.
To me, I don't want to like confuse like the non-denominational churches that are trying to bring in everybody. Like this is different. This is like a Baptist like preacher, like you know, and I forgot what the story was, but I think it wasn't Katrina. It was something that happened like not too long ago where like it was like floods and all that stuff, and Joel Osteen wouldn't open up his church to like have people that survive like to like stay in there as a safe like as a safe haven and stuff. Like they didn't do that, and it was like a huge place that could have like held a bunch of people like during safety and stuff. So there's that. And obviously how much money this guy makes, like just like, you know, talking about God. He's on TV. So I don't know if this is confirmed that Kanye is going to do this, but it'll be interesting. I don't think he's going to do the whole Sunday service thing. I think it's just going to be him having a conversation with Joel Osteen about his newfound religion and all that. So
what's your take on it? Because you are like
how do you feel about all that?
I mean, I don't follow Joel like that. I mean, I'm non-denominational, Pentecostal, so it's kind of different. Yeah. And just kind of like capitalizing on like what he does. I just don't know how I feel about it. I'm just a little bit iffy on it, but I think, you know, Kanye, if he like found his way to Jesus or whatever, and he's gonna do his testimony, I think a lot of people can relate to that, and I think that's great. Yeah. So whatever way to kind of like touch the people, like cool, whatever.
My two things I would be interested in to hear your opinions on, guys, is like, one, how do you think this is going to affect like him and Kim's relationship? Because she obviously is not like going in like praying every week, right? Because she got her booty and boobies and stuff, right?
That doesn't mean she's not praying.
She's not praying. She's praying for more money and followers. That's what she's doing.
I think that she'll be supportive of him, to be honest.
For how long?
See, that's what's fuzzy to me is I agree with Felicia. Like, that's great that, you know, he found his relationship with Jesus, God, whatever, and he wants to share that with everyone. But it's like, if you're making a shit ton of money off of it, what are you then doing with the profits off of that? It's like, are you then giving it back to the community? Because that's like...
Well, I think what Kanye's doing is not like... This is the thing. He's religious. That doesn't mean that he's starting a church and all his money is going towards God. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's religious. He's not claiming that this is a new church. No. He's claiming, like, I'm giving you guys... He's charging, like, $50, I think, like, to get into Sunday service. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whether that's tithes, like, right off the bat or whatever, or to pay for what the production of it. And there's definitely, like, hundreds of people singing. So, people have to get paid. But he's not trying to claim it's, like, a church. Yeah. Right. So my thing is also, like, what happens when Kanye goes back to, like, you're such a fucking hoe. I love it. You know, like, what are you guys going to say then? Like,
we'll get to that whenever it happens.
We'll reach that bridge when you get there?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'll give him credit.
All right. Well, guys, a big thing that's coming that's going to kind of change society right now is the fact that they've been doing this in Canada for a while, but Instagram in the U.S. is going to start testing the fact that they're going to take away the likes. So you won't be able to see how many likes are on a picture or a post. And people like from Nicki Minaj to Cardi B are like, chiming in, reacting. So let's go. React.
So, we work for the company.
The cool.
And, advertising is a big part of what we do, especially digitally.
Right.
And if we're selling this asset of, like, a like campaign on social, then it kind of takes away, like, the whole point of what we're doing.
Well, this is why I want to talk about it, is because, like, they're not actually taking away the likes. They're just taking away the public-facing side of the likes. So businesses can still see how many likes they get. They can still, you know what I'm saying?
But it's almost like you only like something to let that person know, hey, I see you. And because you want others to also see that, So I wonder if that would make someone...
I want to see you, Felicia.
Not...
No, I think, like... I don't know. My thing is that, like, even if a business still wanted to, like, advertise and stuff, like, they could still see the likes on the back end with, like, the analytics.
Right. Yeah.
But... does that affect the front end, people liking your stuff? Like, are people going to not, like, double tap if that doesn't even matter?
I think subconsciously sometimes, like, I will see something and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I'm not going to double tap it. But then I see, like, oh, Felicia Wong also likes this. I'm like, yeah, okay, I like that. You know what I mean? Right. So it's stuff like that where you kind of adapt this, like, Instagram behavior that you didn't realize that you're doing it. Well, so that might change the numbers.
I mean, okay, so a lot of my friends are all about the likes. So, oh my god, did it get over 100 likes? Blah, blah, blah. So
you gotta get that triple digits.
On it.
Yeah.
Ugh, they really do. And I'm like, it's just so toxic. So it's like them doing this is kind of beneficial in a sense too. I can see both sides.
I can't, are they like getting away like the actual, like, they're still gonna show your follower count, right?
See, that's what, I mean, I don't know. That's
I don't know.
I think they're just taking away the number of likes, so
it's like bullying. Like, it's like, oh, you only got 4 likes in your picture. Yeah. You're a loser.
Yeah.
But as the person on my account, so I could see how many people like my Instagram still, but nobody else.
But I wouldn't know if your picture's hot or not based, what the perception is, basically.
I don't know.
I mean, it could just be hot off the fact that it's hot, right?
Right.
That's hot. Paris Hilton. Throwback. The Cardi B or Nicki Minaj take on it. She's saying that like Instagram is pissed off that influencers, or like, I'm saying influencers, but you could be a famous rapper, a famous singer, whatever, are making their own money off of Instagram, and Instagram wants that money. So it's like they want to be able to have you pay to get on sponsored ads so they can make that money, instead of you just being like posing with a Truly and making that Truly money, Right. So I think that's what she was talking about. Okay. But then what was Cardi B saying? Cardi B was talking about removing the likes, and she thinks more about the comments section. She thinks like things got weird on Instagram when people started
being nasty and
weird
negative.
In the comment section. Yeah. She's
like, can you take that away though? There's like an option, or
you can.
Whatever, you can take it away.
Yeah, you don't want to take away people interacting on your stuff though.
Yeah.
But the thing is like, people nowadays are going to say the most outlandish stuff just to get a reaction. They'll say anything just to get the most likes.
She specifically says been starting to race bait because they want to get to the top.
Yep.
They want to get the most reactions. Yeah.
So people will, I mean, as a person, not like Cardi B or anything like that. As a person, the comment section is actually pretty lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get in that stuff. I sometimes will like get in the comment section and laugh so freaking hard at some of the things people say. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Oh, today I saw a post about like those memes or something that pop up, and it's like, this girl tweeted. She's like, my best friend. What did she say? My best friend. Her boyfriend just cheated on her. So my boyfriend
bought her flowers,
and because my or like, if you date me, then you date my friends, and then I go down.
That can be misconstrued.
I know. So I go into the comments and I start going down and stuff, and one of them was like, "Is anybody?" Or he goes, "Who's gonna tell her?" I was like, I cracked up for a good 5 minutes. Like, who's gonna tell her that he's fucking her best friend? Oh man,
that's a messed up world.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, that comment section can get kind of crazy. I've seen. I mean, if you look at it, it's just incredible that people, just because they're on the internet, will say whatever they want.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting. I think it's a good thing. I honestly don't want to care about likes, but because it's the world we live in, like, you do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then also the fact that we can still see it ourselves, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. let's move on. This has been kind of going on. T.I. is known for a bunch of different things, but
T.I.
lately he's been kind of like in the limelight again for more of his media stuff and not his music. He's got that new show on Netflix, like that's like a rap competition show, and Chance the Rapper, and then he also just started his new podcast. So I don't know. I've been seeing T.I. on I work in like a newsroom and stuff. So they have all these TVs up there, and I've been seeing T.I. on The View. I've been seeing T.I. on the Chat or the Talk or whatever the Gossip, whatever these shows. There's like 5 of the same show.
On the podcast.
It's like, let's get 5 women around a table and get T.I. to come and talk about how good he is now. I don't know, dude. He just a couple years ago, he had like guns in an airport. But listen.
I remember when I was in college, I was like so excited to see him in concert because it was his last show before he had to go serve his sentence in prison.
Wow, you're a gangster.
Yeah.
Was that the show you brought a girl to, or?
No.
We'll talk about that later. Oh, yeah.
Different show.
Yeah. But anywho, T.I. is been back in the news last week because I think he was on a podcast with 2 girls, and the conversation came up.
Is it Red Table Talk?
It wasn't Red Table Talk. It was another 2 girls, and he started talking about how he goes to the gynecologist, right?
With his daughter.
With his daughter,
appointment.
to make sure that her hymen is not broken, so he knows that she's still a virgin.
I couldn't.
That's just so
React.
ignorant. So ignorant about female anatomy.
All right, well, explain it to our listeners. What's going on with this female's anatomies? Do tell.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, the hymen is like the anatomical, I guess, term for like what people think, or when they say popping the cherry, basically.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't say she did.
So he thinks if it's still intact, that means she's still a virgin.
Yeah, well, yeah, because V wrote some notes on this.
Okay.
These are V's thoughts. It's a little rant, but I'm going to read it.
Please.
She goes, virginity is a construct. I love when she starts with the construct. That's one of my favorite words. Virginity is a construct. Breaking / stretching, tearing of the hymen does equal sex. Many people go through their life. I think she might have meant doesn't. Does not.
Not equal.
I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. But let's just keep going. Many people go through life with their hymen fully intact, and many tear in other ways. T.I. is disgusting for this. End rant. And then I put laugh out loud. Yeah, I mean...
so first of all, his daughter's 18.
Okay, yeah, so what?
So
an adult?
Should probably stop going to the doctor with your daughter.
Okay.
When does everybody lose their virginity, though? Sorry, just had to say that. We're not gonna preface on it, just to let you know.
When do people...
Like are you asking? You lose your virginity?
I was 15, but my hymen didn't break.
Oh.
I didn't have one. But, no, I mean, yeah, I was 15, and... with that being said...
Just because her hymen isn't broken...
Thanks, Felicia. What the hell? When did you lose it?
20.
Oh.
Are we really doing this right
now? Yeah,
now,
I don't know. Natasha?
End rant.
No. You can't. You can't.
Do it. We all did it. You have to do it.
Okay, so...
Oh, no.
What?
I don't know. I don't like the way you said so.
You don't know?
Yeah, I was
I
17, but it was like... few weeks before I turned 18, so...
Okay, so 18.
A statutory rape.
Oh,
I was 15. I was just joking. Anyways.
Anyhow... No, but see, she says virginity is a construct, so just because her hymen's still intact does mean she's not doing sexual things.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's very naive of her dad to think.
Or also it could be, like, she's saying that it could be broken, like, horseback riding a bicycle, just, like, any type of exertion that, like, lifting a TV.
I read a quote from him. He specifically said, my daughter don't do no sports, she don't ride no horses, she don't do no snowboarding, she ain't doing nothing that would break it. That's how he knows she's not having sex. I'm like,
why would you want to know that?
Oh my God.
Just because she doesn't do any of that stuff still, she could have, like walked up a stairs and it broke or something. I don't know. I don't know. It could. I mean, crazier things have happened.
Slid down the stair beam and hit the end.
Yeah, we're all. I mean, that's the thing. I just think like he shouldn't have said it. And the thing is, why he shouldn't have said it. Even the girls on the podcast, they kind of like laughed about it and stuff. Yeah. They didn't like their reaction to it, and they even deleted the episode of the podcast and stuff. So
it just seems like like a big invasion.
And T.I.'s been like laying low. I haven't seen any T.I. stuff since this stuff came out.
It's like, what's worse, your daughter having sex before she's 18, or the fact that you just told the entire world that about your daughter's business? I feel like that's the worst part of it. Is now her life is now like a joke to people.
Good point. Actually, I think it got to the point where I think she unfollowed T.I.
Yeah, and I saw that now she's liking comments about him, like, that are speaking ill of him, because she's probably, like, embarrassed.
Well, yeah,
you know?
that's messed up.
Can you imagine that happening to you?
That's like doctor
so
confidentiality, and like your own dad is like telling the world about this. That is messed up, actually. Good point.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, yeah, she didn't ask for any of that, and also people can have like, I grew up like really strict parents. I think we all did. And that didn't stop me from not having sex. Like, obviously, like, if I'm sorry, Mom. I remember she like found my wallet in a chair, and she's like, "Why do you have a condom in your wallet?" And I like lied on my friend's parents. No, I said my friend's dad gave it to us. No, that wasn't true. But she knows now. Yeah, I mean, do you want me to be safe? But no, I'm just saying, like you know, just she's 18. Yeah. Just because you're having sex doesn't mean that's a bad thing. Like, you know, that's a way. It's a part of life. You know, so you can be in a nice relationship and be having sex and things are fine. Why is T.I. so concerned about his 18-year-old daughter like not having sex? Because he pays for things for her, or like she lives at home? Like, we're just not in a society right now that you can say that in public and it be like just like haha anymore. Like, you know.
I mean, when did he lose his virginity?
Right. You know what I'm saying?
But that's probably why he's so protective of his daughter, is the lifestyle that he had. You know,
doesn't want that for
his
her.
Wife was in like
but you just don't control
group,
people. You don't control women.
Right.
Like, you know, that's just kind of like...
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Like, he was supposed to be like the woke person nowadays. Like, he's supposed to be the person that's like,
I remember when we met him at work, I was so excited. Normally, I play it cool, and I go in for like the handshake, but with him, I just went right up to him. I was like, hug, like, nice to meet you.
Yeah, one more time.
Awkward.
I didn't mind it.
He smelled so good. He's like, "What's up, baby?" And I was like, "Yeah."
He said, "What's up, baby?"
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. These people. Let me go back to my Charlie Puth story. No. I was standing in line for my picture, and Natasha goes before me, and I'm like, all right, let's see what Charlie does with this girl. She goes, "Hey, what happened when you got it?"
First of all, I was trying to let you go ahead of me. And
no, I knew what I was trying to see.
And you were like, no, I want to go last. Okay, whatever. So I go, and I
was just trying to let listeners and people go before me.
Yeah. I was like, you want more time with him because he was obsessed.
No, I didn't.
Be at the end, so I could have the last word.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
You didn't have to say it. Anyway, so I take my photo with him, and I was just like, "Oh, so nice to meet you." And as I'm walking away, I hear him under his breath say, "Oh, so sweet."
That's creepy. I don't know. So sweet. I don't know why that's creepy. But like, I know. But I only say that because as he was saying "so sweet," he like looked at your ass, and I was like, "Hey, what's up, Charlie?" He was so cool.
We held it together. It's fine.
Yeah. Anyways, back to what were we talking about? T.I. Let me tell my T.I. story.
Okay.
So I remember when we met T.I. at the radio station, and I was really pissed that day actually because what's his name? Front of Charger promo at the time. He was like, "All right, like wrap it up." Like right. I was like last in line, and he made me take a picture with Jeremy.
Jeremy, yeah.
And if you look back at the picture, you can see on my face how unhappy. I'm like, I don't like taking pictures with other people. I love Jeremy, don't get me wrong. He's like my homie and shit like that. But don't tell me to get into picture. Like, look at the picture. That might be the picture for the cover.
I know it from memory because you are so unhappy.
No, I was super fat, so I won't put it as the cover. But I'm just saying, like...
Sai is such a fanboy. He wants all his solo photos with artists only. I have so many photos with me and Felicia with artists. And, like, I love those pics. But, like, Sai is like...
awkward.
No. I want one by myself.
Yeah, dude. It's for the gram. You know what I'm saying? I gotta tag another person in this.
I know some person who doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't support the no likes.
Wow, you guys suck. Anyways, but yeah, no. So yeah, T.I., you wrong. Get it together. Today is Tuesday, the 12th, and Disney Plus has been released.
Woo!
You getting it? You got it?
Yeah.
No, you got it?
Well, so my coworker Skyped me. She's like, "So one of us needs to get the Disney Plus," and I was like, "One of us, like who?"
Why did you already get it?
I know. She's like, "You." I was like, "I know you meant me." I just like saying I wanted you to say it. Say the truth.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't afford it right now.
Oh, how much is it?
I don't know, but if it costs
It
dollars,
has to
I
be
can't do
competitive
it.
with like the other streaming services. I can't see
Right.
it being like more than $20 a month.
Did you guys see the weird
Unlimited
flex?
Disney movies. Sorry.
Who? I mean, did we ever think we'd get in a world where we're like weird flexing like our streaming apps? We're like, I got Disney Plus, like get a screenshot of it and stuff. Like, it's just all movies and shit that we all had
Dude,
before.
I used to think I was so cool because I had DVR. Now
now
I don't even
TiVo?
have. Now I don't even have cable.
I still think I'm cool because I buy DVDs still.
Oh, you buy DVDs?
No, literally, she was at Walmart the other week and she's like, $5 DVDs. Should I get this one or this one? And I was like, what?
You know what's like? It's not even good anymore. Like, that's actually bad for the environment.
What?
I'm just saying.
I have a DVD/VCR. Get over it.
What's a VCR?
Stop.
I'm joking.
No one knows.
No, I'm waiting for my brother or dad to get it. So then I can use their account. You
Right.
know, because you still use
Sprunger.
my dad's Hulu account, right, side?
It's everything that owns a Disney. How do you know?
Because I will log into Hulu and it's like, continue watching Beverly Hills 90210. I wasn't watching that, so I know you were.
It's a good show.
Called out.
All I'm saying is like Brandon and Brandon go through some crazy stuff in the first
No,
4 seasons.
I used to watch that show.
It's
when I
really
was
good.
younger.
I
Rest
do.
in peace,
Well, I do
Selena.
remember like you
Yeah.
were like, all right, I can have the Hulu account until I get a girlfriend. It hasn't. I've been like, it's been a good like $10.99 a month or whatever. Like that.
No girlfriend.
Yeah, no girlfriend. Hulu.
I literally said, when you start dating someone, you are no longer benefiting from my family. That's
Dang.
fucked.
Why? We're friends. We're friends with benefits, right? Hulu benefits.
Who's this?
Hulu fits. No.
Great, I love this.
What did I say?
My dad's probably like,
Getting
what?
hot? Is it hot?
It is a little hot. Turn on the fan. Listen, if it wasn't for me, we'd still be watching commercials on Hulu.
Oh my god! No, I forgot. No, literally. So, like, okay, my dad pays for Hulu. Okay, whatever. I'm one of those people.
Yo, shout out to Don.
Yeah.
Shout out to Don for the Hulu.
And one time he was at my house
Daddy
for like my mom or dad's birthday, and Sai like passively aggressively like says like, you know, for just $1.99 more a month, you can watch without commercials. Dude, literally a day later, my dad upgrades it, and he doesn't even watch Hulu. He did it just because Sai said something.
Oh, you are so lucky.
I know. I love Don. I still text him.
Oh my god.
Don is an avid liker.
Yes.
He is like
Natasha
so
wouldn't know
true
because
to
she
it.
doesn't follow.
Because it's just too much. Oh my god, like literally anyone who's trying to like get their likes up, you should hire my dad.
Sorry, Daddy Don, your daughter.
Donald-
I'll call you back.
Donald-
Felicia, is
Christman.
your dad on Facebook?
My dad?
Yeah.
He likes to be off the grid, so no.
Okay, what about your mom?
Yeah, she disguises herself as my grandma. Lily Altez, like
Her
photo.
social media beard, like
She wears a mask. Wow.
She has a picture of my grandma as her profile picture.
Okay.
And she likes everything, and then my cousin goes, Auntie Gloria? Is this you? It's my grandma.
That's hilarious. Well, anywho, where were we? We got off on a tangent here, but that was great.
yeah, we need to move,
Disney Plus.
We need to move this
No, I was just saying though.
Sorry.
Holy crap. Well, listen, Disney Plus. I would think that you would have already gotten it. You love Disney shit.
I do.
Yeah. So nothing.
Yo,
I bet they have the old Disney
maybe you
classics.
should text my dad.
I will.
Christmas is coming.
All right. Well, speaking of your family and stuff, isn't it T's birthday today?
So, my beloved T.
Tanka tea.
T is Natasha's.
My long-haired chihuahua. Today is her golden birthday. She turns 12 on November 12th. Yes. As my mom says, she's the best girl in town.
Yeah, no, I know girls love their dogs and stuff. Like, obviously, you have a dog, Felicia,
Yes.
which is a huge ass dog, bigger than you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to Zeus.
But Zeus gets a. But I've never met anybody that has a relationship with their dog like you do. First of all, you don't live with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like.
Not anymore.
Well, I know, but still, like, it's weird. I don't know. It's
For the past 8 years.
yeah, it's like it's crazy. I don't know. But shout out to T.
Yeah.
So Disney Plus, go get it or don't get it. Just stop bragging about it online. We're going to skip ahead. Y'all see that viral clip of Alex Trebek?
Yes.
That was sad. His last episode on Jeopardy.
Yeah.
I know y'all saw it. He was just like the guy who like threw away like 1,000.
I know they said he threw it away, but did he really not know the answer?
Probably not, but that was a great way to do it.
No,
It
super
was.
sweet.
Or if anything, that's a great way to go viral.
Yeah.
I love Jeopardy. I grew up watching it
Yeah.
with my parents, and then anytime my grandpa would come to visit from Virginia, we'd always watch it together as a family. And if I could just get one question right, I thought I was a genius.
Yeah. What is I'm not crying, you're crying?
Yeah.
Alex Trebek just like essentially the guy like didn't know the answer, so he bet like pretty much everything except for $5, and his answer was like "We love you, Alex Trebek" or whatever, and Alex was like, he like literally like
Yeah, he choked up.
yeah, it was crazy, man. And he's been having all the health things and stuff, so it's kind of incredible that he's done it for so long. Is Pat Sajak still doing Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah, and Vanna White. They're still doing it.
So who's gonna take over Jeopardy? Do you guys know that?
Dude, I have no idea.
No.
Wow.
I don't remember.
It's gonna
Probably
be-
Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh.
Because Ryan Seacrest, they're starting to clone him.
Yeah.
Because how can he be at all those places at once and still have like
Seriously.
time to eat and take a shit? Like you know
And
what
like
I'm
the
saying?
scariest smile.
It's not even real.
Quest Maestro. Right.
Anywho, so guys, have you guys tried the Popeyes chicken sandwiches?
I did.
You did? What'd you think?
I
had
honestly like Chick-fil-A better.
Really?
Is that weird?
Yeah. Well, you're into likes of Justin Bieber. Justin
great.
Bieber wasn't impressed by it.
Okay, but Justin Bieber looks like the kind of person who only eats chicken fingers and french fries.
Yeah, according to his acne. But listen. Oh, shit. Hold up.
Dang, that's
Fatality.
No, I love the Biebs. I'm just saying,
obsessed with Biebs. Yeah.
he's not like
Are you still?
a chef.
All right, I just want to ask you this. All right, so you know how much I love Kanye West,
Yes.
but it's hard to still be like so Kanye with like everything he's at. Is that how you feel about Justin? Like I know how much you love Justin. Like his face is still over there.
Yeah, I know. I definitely love Justin. I would say, I'm a fan like of his music that he had in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Current music, meh.
Yeah.
Him as a person, I feel like he's going through some stuff, going through some changes. So I still like him, but yeah, I don't love everything he does or says.
Well, I mean, he just like Kanye are going through like this religious tip right now. It's like very interesting, like what's happening. People are on some like conspiracy theory stuff. People are saying that this is like the beginning of like one religion,
It's like the new Scientology.
yeah, like
craze.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that we
get
do.
that,
We're
Felicia.
proud of those. Like Felicia's over here like trying to be quiet with her crack, and no, we do that right into the mic,
It's like when
and
you're
then we
in a
go.
meeting with a bag of chips, you can't be quiet.
Who's eating chips in the meeting?
Yeah, what the hell, Felicia?
I'm just kidding. I do that during lunch meeting.
I'm just joking.
Jesus.
Made her feel like
I
shit
don't
about
care.
the chips. But yeah, so Justin Bieber not impressed with the Popeyes chicken sandwich. Speaking of more food, Pringles just introduced a new flavor of chips. It's called you guys heard of the Turdunkin?
Yep.
Turducken.
Turdunkin?
Yeah.
Sorry, I got a little nasally. I'm a little. I've been.
Turducken.
been on Durkin. Yes, it's like pretty much a turkey, chicken,
Duck.
and duck put together.
Okay,
Flavor.
but
Put it in my
artificially
mouth.
flavored things. Yeah.
Oh.
But like, who expects that to taste good?
I think Pringles.
Meat flavored chips? What?
Meat flavored chips. I mean, in like foreign countries, they have crazier flavors. Have you guys ever like? There's like ketchup. You know,
No, there's like a Filipino like
Pollo Lays. Have you ever had
corn
those?
chip snack. Have you ever had chippy?
No.
They're like fucking. Sorry, they're like fish flavored chips.
Oh.
So gross.
You know the Filipinos love the fish shit.
Dry fish.
Fish.
Yeah.
You both are Filipino. I wouldn't know. I don't like fish. So,
Breakfast, let me cook the fish.
and last but not least on our quick hits, let me cook the fish. Moving along. Outcasts and Neptunes. These are obviously huge, like people in my life.
Obviously.
They're landing nominations for the Songwriters Hall of Fame, which is pretty cool. You know, for the longest time, longest time, like hip hop has been kind of looked at as like, you know,
Not real music.
not like a real
art.
genre
Yeah.
and stuff, you know. But nowadays, like every genre is taking from hip hop. It's the biggest genre.
To circle back to Charlie Puth, something interesting that he said was, I don't listen to pop music to make pop music. I listen to rap music when I write pop music.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, oh.
I know. I honestly, like, he, like, makes beats, you know what I'm saying? That's, like, hip-hop beats. Yeah. And it was really interesting to hear him talk about, like, it was literally, like, me. Like, I'm telling you, like, that's, like, me. I love Backstreet Boys. I love NSYNC. I love Britney Spears. I love that whole 90s thing. And those things really did hit me, like, back in the day. Like, pop music changed my life. That's why I love popular music now. I don't listen to radio as much as I do, but, like, because of radio is the reason why pop music was just, like, my favorite genre.
Right.
And that's why I like to make that music. So, the winners will be announced on June 11th, 2020. So that's a long time away. What the hell?
Like,
What?
Oh, you're
what do they have to... Whatever. All right. Well, yo, guys. I'm going to say my yikes moment of the week. This is usually what makes Veronica go yikes, but this week this made me go yikes in like a good way. I don't know why. I'm such a hater.
Why
Listen,
do you hate him?
well, it's just one of those things, like when people are on top too long. Also, there's just like Drake is not that cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's his son? Like, you know? Like, where's his son?
Oh, we're hitting it hard.
I'm just saying, where's his son? The dude's like a bad father. Like,
Just because he doesn't post him all over social doesn't mean he's a bad father. Maybe he's trying to maintain his privacy.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, he just doesn't want to associate with his porn star baby mama.
Is she a porn star?
Yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. How do you know?
Well, it was in the news like when it all happened. Pusha T exposed him in a rap beef. If you listen to this podcast, Natasha, you would know too. But the last one she listened to, this sick puppy, which episode was it?
It was the one.
It was episode 69. Yeah. That was one.
It was your friends who are in open marriage.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. That's my trainer too.
Yeah, that was a crazy episode.
Yeah, but actually, speaking of which, just for now we're talking about episodes. It's been 50 episodes since you've been on this podcast. So happy 50th. Welcome back. Whatever.
Anniversary.
I don't know.
Thanks.
Yeah. But what made me go yikes this week was the fact that so, you know, all these artists, like, create their own festivals now where they invite all their friends to come perform. Drake has his own, which is OVO Fest. He does it in Canada, where he invites all these people out to perform and stuff. Tyler, the Creator, has his own, which is called Can't Flog. Flog Nah.
What does that even mean?
Well,
Flog Nah.
Flog Nah. Well, it's
sounds like foie gras.
Well, if you spell it backwards, it's Wayne Golf. And... It's all
golfing with your wing.
Well, his
that's a serious
you
question.
You go golfing with your wing?
Tyler the Creator's golfing with your wing. Tyler the Creator's clothing line is called Golf. So it really, his group is called Odd Future, but the whole name, like Odd Future, has like people like Frank Ocean used to be a part of it, the internet, Sid, all these different people, Taco, all these people came from Odd Future. But the original name was Odd Future Wolfgang Kill Them All. So when you like take the first letter of all those things, they've like rearranged those letters so many different ways to create different brands and things. So this is
I would have let you say that before I said golfing with your wing.
Yeah.
I think we all enjoyed it.
Sorry, Marty.
Sorry, Mom. But so he had his Camp Flog Now Festival, and he was supposed to have Frank Ocean come out, which would have been crazy. But then he ended up, Frank, I guess, couldn't show up, and then Drake actually came out, which you would think like everyone would be like, holy shit, Drake, you know what I'm saying? But they weren't. Like, well, I think a lot of people were, but like the most vocal people, like when you go to these festivals, like they're really about like Odd Future. Like they're not like trying to listen to the radio shit. They're not like there for Migos. Like they're not there for all that stuff. So they were wanting to see Frank Ocean, who's not a part of Odd Future anymore because he's his own enigma. He's huge for not even putting out anything really, which is weird. But and he brought out Drake, and then the front rows were booing Drake.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was really bad. Which is embarrassing for like Tyler the Creator because it's like, you know, Drake is the biggest artist, like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So for him to get booed, it's like, I don't know if this is good for Drake.
Loser.
So it really made me go yikes this week. So we're gonna move along to mini main topic. We don't really have like a a little drop for that, so we usually just sing it like that. Mini main.
I enjoy it.
So
Maybe you should do it again.
mini main topic. Okay. Wow. Okay. Fuck you. So a mini main topic. I thought this would be interesting because this weekend you guys are headed to a wedding, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So this has been on our possible main topics list. I thought it'd be interesting because me and you have gone to a wedding before together. When should you invite people to a wedding that you've been invited to, and when should you be invited?
Year after dating.
1 year?
I think so, because weddings are expensive. For me to pay for another head to be there is a lot of money.
Interesting. So you're talking from the point of view from the married couple.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
So the people who are paying for the wedding, who are getting married, you know, you invite your close friends, your family.
Right.
So yeah, Felicia would be one of my bridesmaids. If she wants to bring a date and it's just some guy she met a week ago, it'd be like, yeah, no. I'm not paying $90 for him to drink all he can and eat the food.
But at the same time, you are expecting someone to come by themselves, and I've been to a wedding before where I had to go stag. I didn't get a +1. It was my friends from back home, in Lake George. But all the people that went there, I was literally the only person probably from Lake George besides them that went to it. And everybody else was from Atlanta because they live in Atlanta now. So I went there, and you know me, I'm outgoing. I can meet friends. I can sit at a table and all that. I was using all my powers. All of them. Everything I had to, to not feel like I'm going to go hide in a corner. Because, you know what I'm saying? Everything I had.
Third wheel.
Right.
Yeah. I would show my weakness.
Right, exactly. Because you have to get on the dance floor by yourself, in a group of people that you barely know and stuff. So the +1 is actually, I think, if you can afford it, it's something that you should give to some people, right?
I agree.
Well, yeah, I feel like if money isn't an object, you would be going for the works on everything. But I think that's what it comes down to is, I don't have all the money in the world, so I'm sorry, you don't get a +1,
I think
that you want people to have fun at your wedding.
But see, it's not about the people, it's about you getting married. And if your friend wants to be there for you...
If that's the case, then why even have the celebration?
Well, I think, a good event planner... Well, okay, so we come from an event background. Mm-hmm. So, for me, hosting parties or whatever, okay, if I'm inviting somebody and they don't know anyone, sure, I'll give you a +1.
Right.
But if you know a lot of people, say, for instance, our friend this weekend is getting married, I don't need a +1. I would...
Right, I'm going with Felicia.
Yeah, we're going together because I know she's going. We have a lot of friends that are going, so it's we don't need a +1.
Yeah.
Right.
But if I know this person doesn't know anybody, I'm going to throw you a +1.
Yeah.
Because I want you to come.
Right.
If I really don't want you to come, I'm probably not going to throw you a +1. Or I can't afford it. It's really all about the affording, because you realize how expensive weddings are when you start planning it.
Right.
Okay, so let's flip the situation a little bit.
Oh, dear.
Let's get another scenario going. This is what I do.
Yeah.
So, what about you've been dating somebody for about a year? Let's say 10 months.
Okay.
You get a +1, but you don't invite your person.
Ooh.
Because it's your friends, saying your friends. How do you feel? How do you feel if this guy doesn't invite you to the wedding? You guys been dating 10 months. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He's not inviting you to the wedding. He's I got a wedding up in New York I got to go to. Okay. What are you supposed to say?
Are we boyfriend, girlfriend, or are we just talking?
Yes, you are boyfriend, girlfriend.
Oh. You don't invite me? Goodbye.
Well, I'm just saying, what if it's not on him?
Up to him. It's the couple.
Oh, if it's up to the couple.
It's if they don't know who you are.
Yeah, but at what point, there's a weird wall that you hit. Yeah. At what point do you tell the couple, hey, I'm in a relationship right now. I don't feel comfortable coming to your wedding without her? Is that something you say?
I wouldn't throw it out like an ultimatum, I can't come unless she comes, but I would just ask, hey, do you mind if I bring her? This is a serious relationship. I really want you to meet her, blah, blah, blah. I feel like that's fair to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what if the guy doesn't do that? Do you still date him? You just okay, maybe the next one. You hope for the next one. You guys are looking at me you can't imagine this scenario.
What? Because we're picky. And a guy that I'm dating wouldn't do that. But if he were to do that, you know,
you'd be surprised.
I'd be chill. I'd be laid
He's
back.
like, all right. What about this? What if what if you got like the invitation and you accepted the wedding? Now you've been dating, like the wedding's like a year and a half away though. Mm-hmm. And now you start dating. You've been dating for a year.
Yeah.
And he says, I mean, I accepted this like a year ago. Like, you know, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. You're just like, no. Like, no. Like, I don't know. I just feel like if it's serious, you should be there, right? Going to weddings. Because also, you know what's at weddings, right? Other people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Other people trying to hook up.
There's such a, like, perception that just because you're going to a wedding, everyone is, like, trying to hook up with you.
They are. If you're single or if you're like...
What's the difference between going to a wedding where you're surrounded by friends and family and, like, going out on a Friday night with your boys and, like, not your girlfriend? True. What's the difference?
Hotels?
If you want to be sketchy and shady, you're going to do that no matter where you are.
That's what I'm saying, though. What if it feels sketchy at that point?
Then you got bigger problems in this wedding because, bottom line, whoever's wedding it is, it's not about you, not about your plus one or your girlfriend of 10 months. It's about those two people getting married. You either want to be there for them or you don't.
So you just get that one. The next one, you better be at the wedding, you're saying.
If your relationship's strong enough, yes.
Right. If you're in a serious relationship, like legit, you know... Yeah, I mean, if this couple that you are supposedly such good friends with doesn't know you're dating someone, that's why they don't invite you. Okay, that's, again, another big problem that you have, you know?
Right.
All right. So, in the case of Kristen's wedding.
Yes.
Okay. We are not dating anymore.
No.
But I take, like, actually weddings and unions and all that stuff, being a part of people's days, like, really serious. Mm-hmm. So, like, when I see her, like, post, like, pictures of a kid that came out from that wedding, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still, like, feel something about that and stuff. Mm-hmm. Should people care as much? Like, you know, like, I don't know. Like,
care about what?
Like, about those people's lives. Like, what if, like, you're not at that wedding anymore? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just, like, the type of person that, like, sees people get married, and I'm like, damn, I was there on that day that they, like, said, like, I do to each other and stuff. Mm-hmm. From here, they had, like, kids and everything. Like, but also, it's, like, your friends. And it's, like... I have to like. Do I have to like detach from it? Like
no, I mean when I saw your sister had her baby, I immediately texted you. Said, "Hey, congrats, uncle." Yeah. You know, just because I'm not super close with you or your sister anymore doesn't mean I still can't like be happy for you guys and like care about those things.
Yeah,
we're all human beings, and we all cared about each other more at one point than the other. But like, we still care about each other. Mm-hmm. We're still friends. Like, we're here now.
Did Kristen ask you if you wanted to invite me? Or was it like you get a plus one? Was there a conversation?
So, like, see, that was interesting because you and I were dating off and on.
Yes, I know.
So when she was like,
I was there.
So I mean, she invited me, Sarah, Jessica, Kelsey, like all of like our girlfriends. None of us got plus ones, and at the time, you and I weren't dating. That's why you weren't like a thought to her. Okay. You know, and then as it got closer, you and I got back together. Okay.
Felicia's doing it to me.
No, so you and I got back together. It was like getting closer to the wedding. You know, it was like you brought it up. Why am I not invited? And I was like, well, you know, she already was under the impression you weren't going. So
I spoke up.
So then, out of respect for you, I spoke up. You know, and I said, hey, do you mind if Sai goes?
Oh, kudos to her.
You know?
That was a dope wedding.
Right.
No, I mean, I think, yeah, I mean, if you feel like you should be there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. First of all, it's like more of like, that's like your high school friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the same time, it's like, what the hell is like, I need to see this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I need to be around these things and stuff. Even me, I think I showed up like a day later or something, right?
Yeah, you weren't there for the...
Yeah, so, you know, it's... I get it. If I can bring myself back to that moment, I was like, she's going to be around all these fucking groomsmen and all, like, the best men and all that stuff.
Not all of them are that great, so...
Oh, yeah? Well, tell me about your last couple wedding experiences as, like, were you, like, I see, like, you're always, like, a bridesmaid.
I know. So I was a bridesmaid.
26 dresses?
27 dresses.
Whatever, I don't know. It's just I was close enough. It was
You remember me well. It's how close to her.
Purposely said it wrong.
26, 28 dresses, something like that.
No, but I was in a wedding and I looked at like the lineup. I guess you could say.
But you looked at the lineup.
I looked at the lineup. But
See, this is what I'm talking about.
I'm to that. But like literally, I.
But
look
she's
at that.
single.
I'm single.
That's different.
As fuck.
If
like,
she was in a relationship and, you know, say her boyfriend couldn't go to the wedding, she wouldn't be like checking him out.
Are you telling me none of those guys were trying to holler?
At Kristen's wedding?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for whose wedding?
No.
At all?
No.
Okay, I believe you. All right, but for you, the guys hollering at you?
They tried to talk, but they were weird, and so like the girls were like, "Screw this! We're just gonna hang out with each other and have a good time," because like they were that lame. Like it just like depends on the group. Not every guy group or line of groomsmen, does that sound right?
Yeah,
are great. Not every single one of them.
Interesting. I just feel like they also end up evening out though. Like usually like couples, unless they have like really weird friends and stuff, like usually like the girls would be able to mix with the guys.
Sometimes
and stuff.
the girls are like better than the guys. I'm sorry to say it.
What? There's never been a situation where the guys are better than the girls?
I have not been in one yet.
Okay.
In the
Someone's kind of feeling themselves. Holy shit.
No, not me. I'm just saying, like, I'm just going off. Like, other girls have said crap.
All right, I want to know as like single people though, do you guys ever think like, oh, maybe I can meet like somebody at this wedding?
Definitely.
Right?
But that's the hopes. That's expectation.
Why at a wedding though? That goes back to my original point that people are trying to fuck at weddings.
Okay, people aren't trying to.
Well, when I say fuck, you know what I mean. I don't mean like, well, yeah, a little bit of that. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're trying to find somebody at a wedding that's like, you know, love is in the air. Everyone's dressed to the nines. Yeah. You know, there's free booze. It's just like a perfect scenario to like, you know, try to see something that's there. Mm-hmm. Am I the only one that thinks that?
No, because it's like, okay, obviously this guy and girl are getting married. Good guy, good girl, getting married. Maybe he has good guy friends because he's a good guy married. Let's go.
Now we're getting somewhere, Felicia.
So yeah, I'm like, okay, future hubby, here we go. But it never happens.
Well, a lot of
Clearly,
times at
I'm
weddings,
single.
it like reminds you of how single you are because you're witnessing two people who are like so in love, like gonna spend the rest of their lives together, and you're like, dang, I'm so far from that, you know?
I know.
Did you watch 4 Weddings and a Funeral, the new show on Hulu?
4 weddings and a funeral? No. Tell me about it.
Oh my god, you would love it. The guy's Indian.
Oh. Racist!
Racist!
The racist statement of the pod.
That is not even racist.
Well,
he's good looking.
Oh, I mean, why wouldn't he be good looking? Just because he's Indian?
No, I'm just saying.
I'm just joking.
Oh my god, you're so annoying.
I know.
So Mindy Kaling and her crew like redid this like show based off of the movie, which the movie is not that good.
No, but it wasn't like was it based on an Indian wedding in the movie?
So it's 4 weddings and a funeral. So it's not just one wedding.
Okay. Why is there 4 weddings?
Because that's part of like the plot.
Oh, okay.
There's 4 weddings that happen.
Well, like because like it has like
the
each
story.
parent. Like it was like you have to do one for each parent.
No.
Oh.
You just have to watch it.
Okay, no spoilers.
It's really, really good. Very funny.
Well, I was just saying because I think like, you know, these weddings can be kind of like a lot, even for a single person, like to go, you know, like you got to think about what you're going to wear, you know, all that stuff. I think, I don't know. I get kind of like in moments when it comes to weddings. Mm-hmm. Like you were saying, like it's like a lot to do with love and me being like so old and
You're
thinking
not old.
Well, I don't know. I think but you know, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Actually, that's the feeling I get a lot actually when you're going to weddings by yourself. How many weddings do you go to by yourself before you're like, "Hey, so, you know, I don't know."
It's me again. Single.
Have you been to a lot of weddings?
No.
Really?
No. The last wedding I went to was for my cousin Sarah in March. Mm-hmm. She married Will after 10 years.
Yeah.
of dating.
Was there any cute guys there?
No.
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 Sorry for all the guys that were at that wedding.
Felicia was there.
No cute guys?
At Sarah's wedding.
No, actually, very sad.
Yeah, no.
It was very disappointing.
It was a beautiful wedding, though.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Great couple.
Great couple.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I'll give him an air horn. All right, well, I guess that can wrap up our wedding. I hope you guys have fun at this wedding. Don't try looking for any guys or whatever. Well, here, this is a quick question. Are you guys seeing anybody right now? Just asking for a friend. You don't have to answer. I'm just joking. Anywho. No. All right, cool. All right, guys. Well, let's catch up on some Bachelor news. Rachel Lindsay, ex-Bachelorette, first Black Bachelorette, is going against the homie Colton Underwood, which was the last Bachelor this last year. They're going back and forth on Twitter.
For what?
Well, Rachel Lindsay has been kind of like on a high horse.
I heard she stopped being friends with Raven for whatever reason.
Well, I don't know what the reason is for the Raven thing, actually. I didn't see what that was about. But yeah, she's beefing with Raven, and Colton's beef with Rachel is the fact that she talks like shit. Like, I'll see Rachel on Good Morning America, Michael Strahan and all that stuff. Strahan, Kiki, and Sarah. They gotta get rid of Sarah. It just looks weird. But yeah, so she'll be on there just being giving commentary about The Bachelor like we do on our show.
Right.
But Colton didn't really take kind to that, and I don't think they've ever met in person and stuff. So he was like, "Oh, look, Rachel Lindsay's hating another person, for no reason and stuff," and they're really going back and forth. And
so she wasn't even talking bad about him. He was just
no, she has said
commenting.
Stuff about him, about maybe she wasn't happy about how he was running his season, or how he was interacting with the girls, or I don't know what it was, but essentially, they're beefing and they're going back and forth on Twitter, and Rachel's wanting Colton to be on her podcast. She just started, I think, the official Bachelor podcast, I think, for the show. And he's like, yeah, I'll go on there, but he's being super confrontational with her and stuff. I don't know, this is very interesting to me because Rachel Lindsay is looked at as kind of Bachelor royalty,
right?
She's brought diversity to the show, even though she thinks there'll never be another Black Bachelor ever again. You know what's worse than not having a Black Bachelorette? Having one and then never having one again.
Yeah, thinking the
we
token
did our
Black
part.
Girl.
Yeah,
we did. Yeah,
and that's what I hated about the Demi Christian thing this past season on Bachelor in Paradise, because it was look, they're not even together anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They built this up to be this huge love story, and now that'll be it'll be I'll probably die before I see another gay thing on Bachelor in Paradise or anything again. So
can we see an Asian Bachelorette? Come on.
Right.
I would love to see that. Anywho, but yeah, no. So it'll be interesting to see, because Rachel Lindsay, I have a special place in my heart for Rachel Lindsay because I actually met her and she shouted out Future Bachelor.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So she was like, "Yo, this is the Future Bachelor." So
maybe you can be on her Bachelor podcast.
Oh my gosh,
that'd be crazy. That would be crazy.
Shout out.
But no, I mean, you haven't listened to in a while, but literally after this last year of Bachelor, Bachelorette, and Bachelor in Paradise, I don't know if I would want to be on the show anymore. They really have so much control over your life, not even just your life but your family, and all this stuff can be affected.
It's just getting way too overly produced. So over the summer, Sarah got me really into Love Island UK.
Yeah.
Did you watch?
No, I didn't watch. Because that's a 24-hour thing, right?
I watched 15 episodes in a week.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
It's so
So she's not
good.
seeing anybody.
Yeah.
We know.
Answer received.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. No, it's so good.
Yeah, whatever. Okay.
No, it's so good because, obviously they produce that show as well, but because they film 24/7, they really aren't under as much of control as they are on Bachelor.
Yeah, it's edited.
And that's what makes it so much better to me. It just seems more authentic, and you really like these people more.
Well, that was the issue they were having with Bachelor in Paradise this year. What's his name? Jordan. He was saying he was the point of Bachelor in Paradise is y'all are supposed to meet there. Like, you know, now it's just like everyone's meeting at Stagecoach beforehand. So it's like they have all...
It defeats the purpose of what the show is supposed to be about.
But it's becoming its own thing.
Stagecoach.
Are you really? I knew you would because you're a freak.
You didn't say it out loud. You did.
Yo.
Sterling might be coming too.
Oh, okay.
Ciao.
You guys are both freaks. But yeah,
You're
no.
just jealous.
No, I just know that Sterling is a freak.
He's gonna make a cameo.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there, you know.
Hey, Batch fam, it's me, Sky.
Hold on, are you guys really going to Stagecoach?
I'm going.
All right, let's go. I'll go.
Okay.
All right. But no, I mean, the thing is, though, I think it's becoming its own beast now. Like, it's kind of crazy where it's like, as a viewer, if I'm not going on Paradise, I don't care if they meet beforehand or not. I like the drama of this past season. And speaking of which, you wouldn't have gotten Dean and Kaylin, you know what I'm saying? Living in a van. They seem very happy.
I can't believe they're doing so well.
I'm shocked.
I can. Kaylin is hot and Dean's hot.
No, it's just like who Kaylin is. Didn't like her that much, but like
she was my favorite.
To like her because why?
I don't know. I just like her.
Does she look like somebody?
Well, this is the thing.
Oh my god.
No, I liked her before. The people apparently say that Natasha looks like Kaylin.
I didn't say that.
Oh, you were alluding to it though. People have said that, and I've like tried to show people. I'm like, do you think like they don't think like maybe they have some things like I don't know. Maybe do you ever like when people are like, oh, you look like this person, and then you look at it, you're like, I don't look like that fucking person. You know what I'm saying? But do you feel like you look like her?
I don't feel like I photographed the same as her because she's really pretty, but
oh, you're like really pretty too.
No. But stop. No, but in person, like, total strangers. Like, okay, so like a few weeks ago, I went to Black Rooster Taco. Amazing tacos, by the way. And I went on a Friday.
Not an ad.
I went on Friday during work, and I was wearing no makeup, jeans, t-shirt, like looked like crap. Ordered my food, whatever, from this chick. The next day, I go again for Sarah's birthday.
Wow, bitch loves tacos.
Tacos, so good. I ate them twice, yeah.
I mean, it is Tuesday.
But that night,
Wednesday.
That night, we were going out to drink for her birthday.
Yeah.
So I had my hair done. I was like dressed like decent. And the same exact girl from the day before was like, oh my god, has anyone ever told you look like, and I was like, I finished a sentence, Kaylin from Bachelor. She's like, yes! And I'm just like, in my mind, I'm like, this girl doesn't even know. She literally saw me yesterday, but I looked like crap, so she doesn't recognize me.
No, I mean, there was that one picture that...
It's Tuesday.
Oh, shit.
I had to, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Fact checking my ass. So, there was that one picture where you guys have, like, the same, like, cow sweater. Like that I showed you, remember
cheetah
that?
print.
Or cheetah or whatever, like that. And it's like,
sweater.
well, in your picture, it's like black and white, so...
Yeah.
That's like the only time I'm like, oh, this bitch is stealing your swag. Like she has like the same sweater as you, and she had her hair and stuff.
Yeah.
But I actually was like, yo, do you think this person looks like Kaylin? And they'd be like, no.
No.
I could see it though. But yeah, so no, I don't know though. I always thought that Kaylin was the hottest one on there since the last couple seasons. I was hoping that I would get on Bachelor in Paradise, but then of course Dean. Fucking Dean.
Deanie baby.
Deanie. But so yeah, you're a big fan of The Bachelor,
Yeah,
Felicia?
of course.
When did you start watching?
So I did watch the very first Bachelorette season. And then
The very first.
Very first
Ever?
Ever.
Holy crap.
Trista.
Yes.
Jesus.
So
They don't even people don't even name their kids Trista anymore.
my sister-in-law's named Janelle.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, so I took a break from that, but then I started watching JoJo's season.
One of the best Bachelorettes.
One of the best,
best
ever
Love
and
her.
best season.
I just want to
Sorry.
be JoJo.
Have you ever wanted to be on a show?
I applied, actually.
Did you?
I went to New Orleans and I applied in person.
Whoa!
Did you not know this?
Of course I did. Do you remember me testing you?
I was like, I swear you
This is like when I first started watching with her, and then like out of nowhere, remember I'd go into the office and I'd be like testing you with questions. I'd be like, all right, so what is your love life? Like, and I think that was the beginning of the podcast, probably. Actually,
I thought I had one of the greatest interviews, but you know, it's fine. It's the height. You get it.
Trust me, I thought I did too. But but the thing is, it's like yeah, I don't know what they look for. I think they just really want like the outgoing.
Yeah.
I've gone to a couple other casting calls for other shows and stuff, and a lot of times like they want you to like some people are willing to act stupid. Like, I just can't. I can be fucking outgoing.
Even though it's a reality show, they're trying to place you as a character in the show. So it's like, is this going to be my funny guy, my goody good girl, my bad girl? Right, villain, antagonist, protagonist, whatever. What are they going to identify you as? Right. And if you can be super cool and funny and outgoing, but like, there's no drama. Right, exactly.
There's definitely someone out there that's really good looking that's willing to act like a clown. So it's like, that was like the thing. I'm like, look, I'm not going to like jump off a balcony, but I will convince somebody to jump off a balcony. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like what I would tell them.
I will help you.
Right. I'll get someone to jump off. Yeah, so that's pretty much all we got for Bachelor wrap-up news. So, why don't we get into our Slapper of the Week? This one is actually suggested by Natasha, and, no, I'm just joking.
I was like, no, it is not.
I picked the Slapper of the Week from the second I heard it last week, and it's because before I was such a Charlie Puth stan, I was a stan for T-Pain, and T-Pain is, like, honestly, the last GOAT that I know of. Like T-Pain... when I first heard him come out, it was here in Orlando. I remember coming back from Full Sail, driving back to my apartment, listening to Power 95.3, Orlando's number one for hip hop. Remember that? You remember that? Commercial free hip hop. No, but yeah, anywho, I would listen, and I heard this song called I'm Sprung, and it was one of the craziest. It actually was another changing point in my life when it came to music, because I was like, what's going on with his voice? Why is that's the coolest fucking thing I've ever heard. Mm-hmm. And till this day, I still fucking do autotune. Not everyone uses autotune, but like I still love the sound of it, like it's an instrument. And T-Pain introduced that. Like, people have been using autotune and vocoders forever. I mean, like,
but
Cher,
not the way that he does.
Cher, like, do you believe in love? That was like one of the first auto-tune songs that had like the obvious like yeah, no, T-Pain made it famous, and after T-Pain, everybody was using auto-tune. You hear it on every song to this day. Yeah. So, I'm Sprung was just one of the dopest songs I've ever heard, and Tory Lanez, another artist that we've met before, he's been in the game for a while. He was actually signed to Sean Kingston back in the day. This is how long I know him. Before he even started singing, he was like just a rapper, and then he transitioned to singing a little bit more. And I forgot, a couple years ago, he had a couple like songs that were on the radio. He came and did all that stuff. But he's had this mixtape like editions. It's called Chicks Tapes. And this is the 5th one, Chicks Tapes 5, and this is actually his first like mixtape release that is going to be like tracked as like, you know, sound scans and numbers and all that stuff to see how it tracks. But this new one is like he's remaking all his old favorite songs and getting the original artist to get on the new remake of it. So
isn't he lucky?
Right. He got his hairline back, and now his career is taking off. But this song specifically is a remake of T-Pain's I'm Sprung featuring T-Pain. And I can't talk about it anymore. It's called Jerry Sprunger. It's I'm Sprung remade into a song called Jerry Sprunger by Tory Lanez featuring T-Pain. So, you know, without further ado, why don't we just get into our Slapper of the Week? It's called Jerry Springer by Tory Lanez featuring T-Pain. Let's go!
Slapper of the Week. This song slaps.
Slapper! And it's true. Yeah, guys, that was Jerry Sprunger by Tory Lanez featuring T-Pain. Originally T-Pain's song called I'm Sprung.
Okay, so
this
guys,
just in, breaking news.
So as we were listening to the Slapper of the Week, I go to check my phone, and literally 40 minutes ago, my dad texts me, I got Disney Plus with Hulu and ESPN.
I knew he would.
Same password as Hulu.
Same password, your boy's going strong.
The emojis he used was like the eye roll and the guy with the sunglasses. I was like, literally was just talking about
Text him back and be like, did you get the ad-free version? Oh I'm just joking. No, how many times throughout the last couple of years have I texted you about the password for Hulu?
Literally.
Okay, seems like you make out again. I already made your icon. All right.
It's done.
Yeah, done.
Did he bug this place?
No,
What?
he might have
The
actually.
things he's heard.
Oh,
Oh my god. What things?
I don't know.
Anywho, well, guys, this is the point in the show where we have shout outs. You typically, I like to shout out people that you think might listen to the show because you're on it. Felicia, do you have anybody that you would like to shout out? Think maybe like 3 people that you would be like, I'm gonna shout them out and they're gonna listen to this episode.
Maybe like your grandma, aka your mom.
No,
No, never. I mean, she's my biggest supporter.
shout out like 3 people just real quick that you think might listen to the show.
Oh, God.
I'll just think about one because you're
Maybe
freaking me
like
out.
Polly Pocket.
Oh, Polly Pocket.
Who's Polly Pocket?
He's one of your friends.
Oh, PG? That sick puppy? Okay. Why him?
We're all friends with him.
No, I shout him out all the time, but why you shout him out?
Because we call him Polly Pocket.
Oh, Polly
I'm
Pocket.
just gonna keep it at that. I don't know if I want to go into it. That's like save for another day.
Okay. There's more?
Felicia will be back on Future Bachelor.
I mean, if you want to
everybody.
look at my Instagram, like Natasha's kissing me on one cheek and Polly Pocket has the other cheek.
He got the other cheek? Okay.
Yeah.
The other
you
cheeks?
know what I mean? Or whatever cheek. You know?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Natasha, do you have any shout outs you want to do?
Shout out to my dad.
Oh, shout out to Dad.
Providing the gift of streaming to all of us.
Keeping us on the boob tube
Yes.
even longer. Well, I would like to shout out, we did it earlier, but I would like to shout out Puma and Vic and Landon. Landon's first shout out on the podcast.
Baby Landon.
That's my nephew. I've already kind of thought about his nickname. It's going to be Lava.
Oh.
Yeah, his initials are LAV.
Okay.
And I just added an A at the end of it, so it's just Lava.
Because he's going to be hot.
Yeah, it's kind of sounds like Nada, even though she like hates that
Well,
nickname.
there you go. Guess what his nickname is? And I was like, Landy. And then you said Lava. I was like, oh.
Well, it's kind of like I like those 4-letter nicknames with end with an A, like Nada, Pama, Lava. You know what I'm saying? So
Landy's like Lanny.
no,
We love Lanny.
no Lava. I'm gonna start it off from like when he's born, so he can't hate it. He's just like exactly what he knows, so he doesn't have a chance to
Here we
hate
go
the nickname.
again.
Oh, we don't talk anymore. Oh man, that's funny.
That's just I see you drop on your show.
Right.
Though. Just we don't talk anymore.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
it.
Love it.
Have you guys heard the Rise and Shine? I want to make that a
Yes.
shout.
So dumb.
Oh, you don't like it? I'm just joking. But I would like to shout out. Who comes into a room like that? Rise and shine, bitch. Don't sing that to me.
Wake me up.
That's what Stormy said. I would like to shout out them, and then I would also like to shout out 2 Filipino girls I'm sitting on the couch with right now. Felicia and Natasha, thank you guys so much for co-hosting this episode of the podcast with me.
Yeah, of course.
You
Thanks
came
for
in
having
clutch. I kind of like threw it at you. Were you like, do you like doing this?
I do.
Yeah?
It's different. You know, I wouldn't be doing this otherwise. So
Yeah.
it's a cool experience.
Felicia, what'd you think?
I think it's awesome.
Yeah?
I love all of this.
Are you still doing your sexy voice?
I mean, do you want to hear it?
Whoa. Get your head. This is like
Did you hear
ASMR.
that? Did you hear that?
That's not what I was into. No. Great. Just great. I mean, anybody who's listening.
I'll be at the wedding this weekend. All right, guys. Well, honestly, it's been a crazy week for me, so this has been really nice to be able to sit down with you guys. I missed you guys a lot. I know I saw you yesterday, but it was nice to sit down and catch up and just drink some hard seltzers with you. You guys know I love you, and I really appreciate it. So I hope you guys will be back on the podcast again.
Of course.
Welcome back after 50 episodes.
Thank you so much.
Maybe this will rejuvenate you to listen to us again.
Yes.
I understand, though. You're just like,
yes.
no, I don't want to listen to my ex-boyfriend week to week and just hear about all his escapades and stuff like that. That's honestly do you remember after the last episode, like I listened to it like so many times, I was like, I maybe should stop talking about Natasha so much.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, all right, so let's talk about it a little bit now at the post part.
longest episode ever.
It's whatever. We say that every episode, but what has it been? What was it like after doing a podcast? Never doing a podcast, listening to the podcast. What has it been like, and what was it like trying to come back on the show?
I mean, so just doing a podcast in general, hearing my voice being recorded is like my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
So I got over that pretty quickly, surprisingly, so that was good. But in the fact that, like, you and I are exes, I got a lot of inquiries about, like, oh, what's going on with you inside?
Really?
Yeah. I still get inquiries. Like, people are like, oh, I saw Size in town. I'm like, yeah. Like, people are still trying to, like, find a story there, you know?
Right.
What?
What is your...
Go ahead.
No. I just wanted to hear what you had to say after the
No. I said and she, like, cut me off, like, with a... like, her excitement just couldn't...
Sorry, premature.
No. I told myself I want to go down this path, but...
We're going.
No, we're going. No, listen, I honestly... it just is what it is. Like, in my life, like, I feel like people will always, like, assume things or do whatever, but, like, really in reality, like... I just love you guys, like, you know, and I just don't care what people think about whatever.
You shouldn't.
I only care about what we think about it. And obviously, you're one of my good friends because I wouldn't be able to do 2 episodes of the podcast with you.
Right.
And Felicia, I wanted you to be on the podcast because you are a star yourself, and I love, you know, I think the listeners are gonna love it too. So
Only
yeah,
no more.
I appreciate you not getting too in your head about these things.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, guys, episode 87. This is going to be a dope episode because that was the year I was born. And, yeah, it's just going to be episode 87. So hopefully, after I get through this week, I'm really hoping to get back to some, like, normalcy. Just like a 9 to 5. I just want to be at work. Just like, you know, I want to get back in my routines. And, you know, I'm looking forward to getting my nephew back home with my sister. I'll probably be in town a little bit more, actually, for, like, Thanksgiving and all that stuff.
Yep.
So I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you for being on the show. This has been episode 86 of Future Bachelor.
It's 87.
No, next week is 87. That's I always do that. It's how numbers work.
85.
Yeah, you know. See,
I'm confused.
well, if you listen more, you would know what episode
You gave
we're
her too
on.
many drinks.
Yeah, sorry.
Hater.
Hard seltzers.
I would have had one.
Well, guys, this has been episode 86 of Future Bachelor. My name is Sai.
I'm Natasha.
Felicia.
Hey, give me my air horny, y'all, man. Where's my fucking mouth? There we go. Oh. Cheers. We love you guys. We'll see you next week. Future Bachelor out. Deuces.
Bye.
Future Bachelor Podcast.